What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today I've got some pretty exciting news for you guys to talk about in this video, and it's all about Bungie revealing the next expansion very soon. We've finally got an official word from them and what to expect, and also when, and there are also a lot of subliminal hints I picked up on, which I'll talk about as well. So a lot of stuff which is pretty interesting. So the big news is that Bungie is going to be revealing the next big thing for Destiny on June 9th, which is next Thursday at 10 AM Pacific on their Bungie Twitch channel. Of course, all very familiar with their Twitch channels where they reveal a bunch of stuff, and they're going to be talking about the next expansion, we can assume. Of course, you guys already know the next expansion has been leaked already. If you haven't seen any info about that for whatever reason, I'll link both my videos in the description where you can find out all about the Rise of Iron. It's this poster right here which was leaked. This is supposedly the fall expansion and what we're going to be getting as a massive DLC with the raid and all that. So if you want to find out more about those, I'll link both those videos in the description for you guys to learn about the Rise of Iron. But right now we can assume this is what they're going to be revealing next week, which is pretty exciting. And finally, we're going to be getting some info about the next thing for Destiny. Of course, it's been a very long time. We're all definitely wanting some new content, and it seems like this is going to be perfect timing just for E3, where you could assume there'll be even more information about this expansion. So I'll read off exactly what Bungie said in regards to this. They said, "This week at Bungie, we're preparing to reveal the next adventure. You're all invited to learn about the next threat that you'll confront as Guardians. Thursday, June 9th, 10 AM Pacific, they're going to have a stream on their Twitch channel." And they said, "Save the date, follow our channel. This will be your first glimpse of what awaits you later on this year, followed by a deeper dive with the development team." So of course, in the past, we've had many reveals on the Bungie Twitch channel where they host their own streams and give us more info about the things upcoming for Destiny. We had it first for the House of Wolves, I believe, and also Taken King, loads of streams for that. And then of course the April update recently, that was when they really kicked off their Twitch channels, when they built their own Twitch studio to do this kind of thing. And this seems like what it's exactly going to be for, and this is going to be their main big platform to show everyone what this new fall expansion is going to be. And we can assume that this is going to be our first full look at the Rise of Iron expansion. It is definitely quite odd for Bungie to actually be revealing this new content right before E3. I'm sure they'll do stuff there as well, but normally they'll just show up to E3 at normally the Sony conference. They'll normally just turn up and just drop a trailer and then drop the mic and basically just surprise everyone with this new content. But it seems that now, for whatever reason, they want to go down their own route and reveal their own content in their own way before E3. This, of course, is very good for us. It means you don't have to wait until E3 to get it, and there's just a crazy amount of info everywhere. We can have our own separate pretty much week before the event, and we can get a load of Destiny information and not have to worry about the flood of info about all the games in the world right now at this conference. So it's going to be very good to get our own kind of separate stream where we get all the Destiny info, and it's not just one trailer at E3. We actually get a load of stuff. And of course, we've seen at Bungie streams before, they go very in-depth, and the stream's probably going to run for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half. That's a lot of intel. This trailer's probably going to be like 2 or 3 minutes, so we're going to have a lot of time to actually talk about the expansion, and it should be a very in-depth look at what we can assume is going to be the Rise of Iron. Now, those aren't the only hints that Bungie have given us. I actually noticed some other things they gave us talking more about Iron Banner that recently happened. They gave us some statistics about numbers and stuff. They said the total hours locked into battle was 6 million, total numbers of legendary drops are 7 million drops, and also total legendary marks earned 17 million, and the total kills in last week's Iron Banner is 458 million. So some pretty interesting stats right there. But at the end, they actually said the Iron Lords say good game to all that played, see you next time. So that's a pretty interesting kind of nod to the Iron Lords, and of course that is what the Rise of Iron is going to be mainly themed about. So I think it's really coming back and definitely circling around this theme of the Iron Lords and the Iron Banner, which we're definitely going to be hearing a lot more about in this expansion. If you don't know, the Iron Lords are actually this group of basically Guardians that did a lot of battles together, like the Battle of Six Fronts, Battle of Twilight Gap, I'm sure you've heard of these things, and then Lord Saladin, who of course we're all familiar with, he was the leader of the Iron Lords. That is very important to actually mention that, and I think is 100% a subtle little nod at the Rise of Iron expansion and how we're going to be dealing with them a lot more often. Now, that isn't the only subliminal message that Bungie gave us, hinting towards their next Rise of Iron expansion. If you look at the cover image for the actual blog post, we can see 3 Guardians completely decked out in Iron Banner gear, and they're all looking towards the distance, towards the Last City. It doesn't seem like the Rise of Iron will be taking place in the Last City. The wall that we see is most likely in the Cosmodrome based on the markings on it. We can definitely see what looks like some Cosmodrome markings from some companies that we see also in the Cosmodrome we have already. So it does seem like it's going to be taking place there and not the Last City. This image, again, it does resonate to me and definitely seems to be a nod towards the Rise of Iron expansion. And it's definitely the kind of thing that Bungie normally do to hint towards things like this. So to finish off the blog post, Deej did say slow news week, maybe, but next week won't be. We've got something to look forward to just over the horizon. So once again, typical Bungie speak, hyping us up and suggesting that next week there's going to be a lot to talk about, which I definitely expect. There's going to be so much news to cover and expect coverage right here on this channel. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of my videos. It's definitely going to be a very exciting time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video and are hyped for this expansion to be revealed. Let me know in the comment section what you're expecting and also your speculation for this new expansion. What do you think is going to be and what do you hope for? Drop a like rating on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.